One thing I've realized is we've been talking a lot about PR, but nobody's actually discussed what it is yet. And there's a lot of confusion in the market about what exactly PR is and how it works, and what is PR and what is web strategy, and what is PR and what is lead generation. And I thought I'd just give you Sentient's view of PR, and it just might help you wrap your minds around all the different pieces of information you're getting and how it fits together. What do I press? This one. Excellent. The first thing is that I think the question, what is PR, is misleading and dangerous. Because it's not about what PR is, it's about what it can do for you and what it can do for your company. And for Sentient, what PR does is what defines it. And obviously the most obvious element of PR, and the one that makes the most sense, and I think is probably the reason you're here, is that it can raise awareness. But PR is much more powerful than just, when I turn my head, do you lose me completely? Okay. What it can really do within the raising awareness is that it can move perceptions. So you can use PR as your brand path, or as your brand guide that can take your audiences from understanding how you are now to understanding how you want to be, or understanding what you will become, or what you have already become, but the perceptions haven't caught up yet. And that's where the messaging becomes very important. You've got a message not only for what your company is now, but what your company is going to be. The other thing it does is it increases understanding. I think often people think PR is about making sure that your audiences like you. And that's not really what it's about. It's wonderful if your audiences like you, and it's wonderful if they buy your products. But there's a huge part of your audience base that's not about liking you, it's about making sure they don't get in your way. And PR, in that point, it neutralizes obstacles by making sure that everybody in your sphere of influence accepts and understands what you're doing, so they don't get in your way, they don't tell you you can't do it. They accept that it is your legal right to do the business that you're doing. This kind of PR is the sort of PR you see with a lot of alcohol brands and a lot of gaming brands as well. It's about removing the obstacle of people saying that shouldn't be happening. I call that area control, where PR is like your brand's defense system. It kind of locks down and gets rid of the people who are getting in the way of you doing your business and making money. It connects you with your audiences, and I think that's a lot of what we're speaking about today. Using media as a conduit has come up a lot. And lastly, PR can be a reality check. PR is constantly listening and testing out how the messages that you're putting out about your company are being received. And what you often happen is CEOs and MDs and business owners are so wrapped up in the business, in the running of the business and taking the business forward, they are often completely unable to listen to what it sounds like outside of their own boardroom. And that's where PR can be very powerful. And there's also, we've heard a lot from Deval, particularly about this move from old to new. So we've gone from a traditional place of print and broadcast, which was kind of linear. You know, a company would send out a press release, tell people, people would read, listen, believe. Anyway, it doesn't really work like that anymore. We now have this new stuff, which he said isn't new media, it's old media, done anyway, which is online publishing, social networks. You don't tell people anymore, you communicate, you talk to people. And whereas before PR was about information, getting the information out there, PR is now shifted to be about authenticity. You've got to make sure that the message you're putting out is authentic, because if it's not, they will find out and they will tell others on blogs and it will go crazy. So just be authentic, be clear, be true, and just do it. But the thing is, this isn't new. It's exactly what PR has been doing the whole time. It's creating awareness, it's moving perceptions, increasing understanding, being the reality check. PR hasn't changed. So what is PR? It's the same stuff. So in the old days, we would have insert company logo there, talking to the media talking to the people. Everyone went, woohoo, let's go home at 4 o'clock. Anyway, that doesn't happen anymore. And occasionally, people would kind of filter back to company A what they were thinking. Then the media, the publications got websites. And the websites and the information that these consumers were putting in the websites started to drive the agenda. So what you'll have is a small piece going up in the paper, people responding to it online, the editors realizing this is huge, and then the online stuff then drives the agenda in the print press. So there's a bit of a sort of signal to noise loop that happens there, which you've got to really watch out for. And then also, everybody has started to communicate with everybody. So you've got to be listening at all times, which I'm sure is something Rob Stokes will be talking about later. Okay, that was my one hijack. We can go back to my actual presentation now. Thank you. Is this thing going to buzz when I've got 5 minutes to go? Excellent. Okay. That's me, but not really. This is a quick agenda, so you know what to expect. I'm going to tell you more about me, because it's so exciting. Look at your options, look at how you can choose your options, and then look at a very quick look at press release writing. It's not a quick thing, but I'll give you some ideas, and then I'm going to tell you which book to buy. That's me in all my different online and offline places. That's my gorgeous son, Luke. It's my email address. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Skype, I have a blog, I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn. My digital footprint is vast. My digital shadow, I learned about that yesterday. Digital footprint is the stuff you have about you, and digital shadow is the stuff everybody else has. Beautiful. Yeah, so that's all the different places you can find me, and all the different places I do my job. I run Sentient. I'm terrified of doing the elevator pitch now. Sentient Communications is a public relations agency. We're based in Cape Town. We started out 5.5 years ago. I've got about 11 consultants working with me now. We started out as technology specialists, and now we've become PR specialists who use a lot of technology. We still do a lot of work with tech companies, but we also work with Paul Smith, which is a clothing brand, and we've been working with the Road to talent competition for the Virgin Festival. So we've started to, our brands have moved around, but the PR we do is the same stuff.
Not bad.
Thanks, Joe.